Hey Libra, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your February 2025 forecast, asking Oracle and Tarot what's coming towards you. We're going to get right into it with the Mudra deck. These actually are not only affirmations and messages, but they are hand gestures. So there's something you can physically do to kind of help bring that prayer into our earthly realm. I love that at the bottom. Magic. But yeah, so, and I've got a kind of a bizarre request. In one way, it's not so unusual because I'm, of course, like any YouTuber out there asking for a like or a subscribe or whatever. But what's interesting about the YouTube algorithm is if your demographic has not discovered you, you know, you rely on the algorithm, but your algorithm will compare one video to the next. Unfortunately for astrologers and for tarot readers, we have 12 demographics. So my Libras, my Leos, and my Aries have not yet really popped off and discovered this channel. And the better all of my other channels, or excuse me, the better all my other videos do, like Gemini and Pisces and Cancer, the worse my Libras and my Aries do because they are buried. The algorithm says, oh, well, there's not many people watching this, so I'll bury out even further. Oh my God. So within your comfort zone, if you can like, if you can subscribe, give the channel a little love, please do. Help your Libra brothers and sisters out there find it. Help the algorithm recognize that it's not trash. All right. And with that, we're going to get our first message of the day. Connectedness. I belong. And this is the mudra. Very interesting. So you're going to actually touch your middle finger and you're going to curl in your pointer finger. I'll show you with this hand. Curl in the pointer finger and touch the middle finger. It's kind of a, there we go. There we go. So this is kind of bringing that prayer into the physical realm. I go out to meet nature, my fellow beings, and daily challenges with courage and determination. You can activate your immune system and your sense of smell like this. Breathe in deeply 6 to 12 times and imagine that you can smell something agreeable, even seductive. Then breathe normally and imagine how you can have, do, and be whatever you want without any annoying allergies. Bear in mind that it is not nature or your surroundings which give you symptoms, but rather your own fears and limitations, mostly on a subconscious level. Wowie zowie, that's deep already, Libra. Let's see where your month is going. So this is going to be an extended reading. If you like longer readings, if you like to get more direct advice about what to do with what we learned today, that link will be in the description box below. If you'd like for me to pray for you, say hi in the comments section. I encourage everybody to do that for each other. This is a place of love and light and lifts everybody up. All right, what does Libra need to know? Only taking the cards that fly out. We already start with the beginning of fresh plans. Maybe you're making pros and cons lists. Maybe you're looking out towards the future, considering travel, vacation. What do you want 2025 to look like? All right. Trimming the fat. Trimming the fat. Letting go of what you no longer need. Moving forward. I like this energy. 7 of Swords. Wow. Okay. So we have 2 10s, and 10s in tarot represent endings, or rather, better said, is kind of reaching a destination, a goal. And you have 2 of those. We start, like I said, with a kind of a get up and go and movement card. 2 of Wands is not physical movement. This is where you are planning stage it. The world is opening up and you're considering new ideas. It's a great time to ask yourself, what do I have and what skills do I own that can actually benefit the world or my community or the people I love? And what do they have to offer me? So you're kind of looking at the drawing board with a creative what if perspective. There's something you don't see around the corner. You've got 2 cards, one that say this and one clarify the next. So we have the deception card, but this is not a bad deception. This is something you don't see. is happening in the background. When I asked about it, it gave us the Page of Cups, which is a delightful energy. This is kind of the magic twist energy of life. We're going to get a little bit more on that in a moment. But I want to go to these 10s. 1, you are putting down a burden, something that maybe you've been working on for a while. This could come with a lot of integrity, you know. Maybe some of you guys, you know, you stuck it out for good reasons, and you stood by your word, and or even by your intention, whether it's a relationship or an agreement, a contract, but it's been exhausting. And so you're about to end that. And naturally, when we come to the end, a 10 of Wands energy, when we put down that burden of all those sticks, we usually brighten up and lighten up. We've got more energy, right? So that's around the corner. We'll keep that in mind. But then we have another 10, and 10 of Pentacles is a fantastic 10 around stability and money. So this is like your ships are coming in. You could be focused on inheritance or building your own legacy. You might be looking into retirement funds and like investing. You might be thinking about your future and how to make it more stable. So that energy is swirling around your reading. And then we have something that you're leaving. And at one point you really cared a lot about this one thing. But you're not really interested anymore. And so tarot gives us even more information than we asked for. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more clues as to where you're going and what you're leaving and why you're not interested in that anymore. We end with the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is an energy of knowing, like lining up your ducks in a row and being kind of responsible. And it's also a nurturing energy. So if this energy, for instance, of Queen of Pentacles is poured towards yourself, this would be you looking after yourself. This would be you lining up your ducks, so to speak, financially. This is you even laying out your outfit for the next day so that if you wake up a little late and you're in a hurry, you know you got your own ass covered. But if this is also directed towards other people, it's loving and nurturing people by way of very practical ways. You get what I'm saying. Okay, 2 of Wands. Let's talk about this plan moving forward. Awesome. Okay, so you really emphasis on the exhaustion. You are going to be breaking through some self-limiting thoughts. If you've been feeling stuck at all, Libra, this is an awesome sign. The 8 of Swords, she represents these illusions that we cast upon ourselves. The moments we say, I should have, or I can't, or I should, you know. I like to say, don't shit on yourself. And it makes you really exhausted. Like this is not giving up though. So there's been something that you've been standing by and not giving up on, but it's tiring you out. And it's cost you your happiness. Well, I want you to know that you're breaking free of that. And it might start out real small. It doesn't mean you have to physically get up and go jump a plane or something. It means you're starting to open up your perspective. It's like the lens, right? Lens is opening. The aperture. My nose is itching, so I'm spending more time. I got to spend more time on that. It's always a sign. Okay. And I feel like some of this is hidden. I think that, I think this talks about the subconscious, doesn't it? Breathe normally and imagine you can have, do, and be whatever you want without any annoying allergies. Bear in mind that it is not nature or your surroundings that give you the symptoms of the allergies, but rather your own fears and limitations, mostly on a subconscious level. That is nailing it. So I'm going to add something to that. We're going to talk about this little twist. This wild twist. There's something karmically that you are actually due. In the sense of you're getting what's due to you, but it's really good. It's challenging something maybe to do with nostalgia in your past, maybe to do with kids even. We've got the 6 of Cups, and this is really positive energy. This could be good memories attached to this. But there's been, up until now, a pretty tough decision connected to it with the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords, she's blindfolded, can't see the moon behind her, and the moon always represents intuition in tarot. And that blindfold, you might as well just turn that into a metaphor for fear. So when we're fearful, it's the illusion of being disconnected to source, whatever you call that, right? God, spirit, angels. And that's the biggest illusion of life, right? It's like life's big magic trick. And the moments where it goes, aha, and the blanket is thrown, the veil is thrown out of the way and you can actually see truth, are oftentimes in moments of massive connectedness. We have those moments in stadiums. We have those moments at concerts where you are just making conversation with the person right next to you and you're just turning into best friends because you're both got Swiftie concert tickets or whatever it is, or your favorite team is winning. So these are kind of like our muggle everyday ways of having that illusion stripped away and actually seeing truth, which is we are all connected. So reverse engineering it, you put that blindfold off, you have that disconnection, and that's fear. Fear disconnects us. It puts us back in our lizard brains. It says, run, save your life. There's a tiger chasing after you. You know, it's like very basic. So you're getting this wild twist and it's due to you. Something that is quite lovely, but it's hidden. And that Seven Swords is an interesting card. Not the moon. See, it could have been the moon and it would have been hidden as well. But Seven of Swords is a deception card. And I think in this case, please don't take it personal, but I think it's you that's been deceiving you. If it was just the moon card talks about veiled energy, hidden energy, then it's a little bit more broad. It's like, oh, it's just probably around the corner. Somebody else might be hiding it from you. But in this case, because of all the other cards that have popped out, it seems that this has been here in one way, in one matter of speaking, kind of the whole time, just right under your nose. And when you see it, and when you interact with it, this is a big leveling up in your life. This could be a spiritual awakening. I apologize for the light, by the way. It gets all cloudy just because of the sun being filtered through the trees. It's hitting the camera. Let's go into these endings, and I want to get another deck of cards. 10 of Wands. So I feel that this has something to do with the catalyst of coming to these goals, coming to the end of the road, reaching these goals, putting down this burden of sticks. 10 of Wands, this burden. A journey is coming to the end, clarified by the Judgment card. You just got it twice in a row. All right, so we were right. Whatever this thing that's veiled, that you've been veiling from yourself, you are ready to look at, Libra. And when you look at it, things start to pop off. This transformative energy takes place and it's victorious. Victory, 6 of Wands. Big life change. This is the leveling up of life. Transformation, that's temperance, but it's balance is required, and you're getting that balance right beforehand with that veiled energy that you're willing to see through. This is gratitude, awareness, meditation, watching it evolve and not saying anything. Don't cheapen the experience by talking about it too soon. Words are powerful, but they can also give your power away. So be aware of where that line is. High Priestess energy. You've got all this major arcana, temperance, judgment, High Priestess energy. It's all attached to whatever it is that you're wrapping up here that's been exhausting. But you're coming to a solid ending, and it's victorious. It is successful. So you guys are all going through different scenarios, but the energy is the same. Of course, I'd assume that you would have turned this off or gone to another video by now if it didn't resonate. What's important to keep in mind is that if there has been like whatever storyline you're living right now, if there is a sense of a winning or a losing side, a victory or you are very much being victorious. If you would like that confirmation, it's there. What's this 10 of Pentacles? This could be financial for a lot of you guys. 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the Emperor being boss energy. What's this 3 of Swords? Something might have been unfair. Some of you guys might be winning a lawsuit, but you thought you might give up, or it was taking all your energy, everything to go on. Maybe something felt unfair. Maybe it wasn't legal. Could have been legal. Maybe it wasn't legal, but you stuck by it. It was depleting. So maybe some of you guys have been kind of fighting in the courts for something, fighting for something that's right. You've worked through cloudy periods of not knowing if, what's up, what's down, what's right, what's wrong. But there's been some serious difficulty attached to this. it felt unfair. Something might have hurt you. It might have been and through it all, you had the Strength card. You just kept on going. You just kept carrying those sticks. You saw your goal in the future and you kept carrying them. This has got boss energy, and you have Strength card. It's important to know this because the Aquarian deck does not show this, but the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith shows a woman that's got her hands in the mouth of this lion holding his mouth open. And she's not cranked it open. The idea of that card is you can get your way through non-aggressive approaches. So this feels tenacious. What's coming through in your reading is, what would that non-aggressive approach be? It would be tenacity, just continuing to pummel at that goal, even though things might have felt unfair. And this has something very much to do with maybe family legacy or inheritance, has very much something to do with the legacy you might want to build. So your money, your stability could have touched on aspects of home. What are you leaving behind? The Star card, I love it. What are you leaving behind? You're leaving something behind quick and manifesting new things quick. This is an answer to your prayers, and it's almost just as much of an answer. Attached to that answer of leaving is really the real answer is just losing interest in these cups, losing interest in sitting there and spit shining them and lining them all up and watching to make sure that no animals carried one off, whatever it is that this person was doing to take care of these cups. Not interested in it anymore. And that's a blessing. You're getting these answers to your prayers through the Star card. This is a feeling of being seen. This is like the part in the clouds where the sunshine is coming through, and you're like, oh yeah, my prayers are being answered. Moving fast, triumphant. What's this Queen of Pentacles? Some of you guys have been dealing with somebody who's been very difficult, giving you a lot of anxiety. Swords, 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 swords. And you've been in your head. You've been in your head. That means this is communication. These are things swirling around. You are getting new information. Somehow it's landing in your lap about your money. I think money is coming through. It could be value, like self-worth, something around stability for you, for some of you guys. But this is like, I wouldn't be surprised if you hear it through the grapevine before it arrives. And it's all because of that tenacity, 7 of Wands, like sticking up for yourself. So there's a big theme of like sticking up for yourself, not giving in. And tenacity is that non-aggressive approach that is working the best for you. There's a big leveling up. I do think it's around your stability. I just kind of want to give yourself a pat on the back because to go through this journey, there's been a lot of moments where fear could have taken over. You've been dancing with fear the whole time, and fear is kind of a crazy dance partner. So I'm going to go to the extended. So this is where I leave you. Thank you so much for hanging. Please like, please subscribe, send to your friends, what have you. And feel free to join me. The link is below in the description box. Take good care.